Kiss, the 99-cent store? Goodbye. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. It's good to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So yeah, you've probably heard 99-cent stores now are shutting down. Well, first they were shutting down 371 stores after hemorrhaging over $4 billion in profits, which now just means bankruptcy time. 99-cent store only goes bankrupt as inflation keeps biting. We're now entering bankruptcy. That's a really big one, isn't it? Because for me, I'm worried about the economy. I shouldn't say worried. I just watch it because I work in real estate and I know it's the biggest asset class in the world. And if we lose it, we in fact lose everything. We're thrusted into a deep cycle recession, quite possibly this go around, depressionary level of a downturn. We are on depression watch, in my opinion, friends. That's where we're at. And I know a lot of you that watch in this channel and watch other channels that are forecasting or at least warning people, trying to give it to people straight, not sugarcoat it. I think for me and hopefully for you, because I work in the industry and have financial gain as a real estate salesperson, an investor and holder and biggest referral agent in America, like I do a ton of stuff in real estate and I've helped you guys get out at the top of this thing in areas that are now war zones, and I've helped you guys buy in areas that actually penciled out and actually have some, capability of weathering a storm. So that's my job, is to put your needs before, my own. And that's what the agents that I attach to you guys, I always say, you want an agent willing to put your needs before their own, and you want an agent that's also in better shape than their clients. We don't want an agent who just popped into the bubble era and all they know is bubble era and they're desperate for a sale. And that's a lot of agents, right? We had a big influx in agents. So, we just see all the fractures now going on with the economy. And I think this is just another warning sign. Yeah, it's an opportunity to run my mouth here on YouTube when 99-cent store is shutting down. I have one in my town. They're gone. Their history. They're going and they're going into bankruptcy. And, it's just sad because that was a place that typically, the lower class could shop and try to save some money. We used to go in there every once in a while and buy just random stuff, but the food not so much, but occasionally, I don't know, maybe some like cheap paint brushes or light bulbs. I don't know. It's been years since I've been in one, but every once in a while we might go into one. And I always felt a little bit sketchy in there personally. But I'm a regular Joe. I know a lot of times I have to act like Mr. Real Estate, but yeah, so there's that whole dynamic. But the reality is this, friends, what I really want to communicate today is this is just another warning sign of overstimulating the economy, sticky inflation, and now we're starting to evaporate retailers all across America, people that should be recession proof. 99-cent stores and these discount stores should be recession proof. So right now, I think the main takeaway that we have to see is when we see 99-cent stores, and I've talked about this, it's a bad look for a neighborhood because you see the 99-cent stores usually, 5, 10, 20,000 square feet worth of retail space. Once it goes empty, there's not somebody ready to just move right back in. And we're seeing commercial real estate with 50% vacancy across the board on average. Some areas have even heavier vacancy rates. On average, though, here in the U.S., half of commercial real estate. And it's just a bad look. I've driven all across the state and America, and I'm seeing just more and more strip malls. I mean, here in my town, which is the $1 million district, every single strip center, every single one has a for lease available sign in it. And now we're just having more and more and more. I've talked about our malls, typically a big mall, not a strip center. They have 2 anchor stores, one on opposing ends of the mall. That's what brings in the cross traffic for these smaller stores to get their business. And that's how leasing agents of these malls end up setting their rates based on foot traffic. Well, when you're starting to lose your anchor stores, like here where I'm at, both my malls have lost, both their anchor stores are gone. I think actually, one of the malls still has a Macy's, but the other anchor store is gone. And the Macy's is on life support. I know I've done a video and taken you guys through that one as well. And the other mall downtown where they've shut down the main street, State Street, is so they could have sidewalk cafes. When you're a business, you need as many eyeballs in town to drive by and see your store. So when you shut it down to foot traffic and it's now just a place to bike ride and go for your walk and your dog, you're not shopping. You want to be driving, you need traffic. And that used to, even as kids, you go cruise State Street. That was what we did, hang out on State Street. You need people congregating down there. If you shut it off to the traffic, it's not working. And a lot of people are continuing to do that to their cities. They're not reopening their streets. I got to get the camera out and get my local downtown and do some stuff for you guys. But the reality is this, friends, this is really the economic warning signs, the economic birth pains. We got to read between the lines and look between the cracks. So when you see retailers like the 99-cent store going belly up, that's a bad sign. It's now becoming where retail is just done. Like I said, I mean, we're going to have a brave new world out there. So if we look at the recession, we categorized recessions into 3 different levels, the correction phase being the least severe, then the recession phase being, the mid-level, and then the depression being a severe recession, the worst. And we haven't had one in 100 years. We are in the 100-year cycle. They've cycled throughout history about every 100 years. So you'd have to think there's got to be one knocking at the door, at least the potential for it. And that's why even me as a real estate guy, like normally oh, no, everything's fine here. No crash risk. This thing's going to sustain itself. It's supply and demand. It's, supply and demand 101, whatever. However, I'm going to try to make you feel comfy in this environment. It just really depends on local economies and, every real estate market being local, behaving differently. My thing with this one, though, is I know we're in the correction for all intents and purposes. Recession's clearly knocking at the door, and a depression can't be ruled out just based on what we did during the crisis. Like we see these types of things weren't happening in the Great Recession, the Great Financial Crisis of 2008. I wasn't seeing the 99-cent store going belly up. In fact, they were thriving. These places are the places that should be thriving. But because the cost of goods and services are so high now, and because of the condition of our society now, not being afraid to go, loot and shoplift these places, I mean, everything's now completely gone sideways. So I know for most of us, we see this because we've seen this movie before, but a lot of people have never seen this movie before. To them, they're hearing these words, but it's falling on deaf ears. It'll be their turn to be in the monkey barrel once this thing takes off. And then in the next recession, they'll be able to hopefully warn people. But unfortunately, that's just the way these things work. In final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy. I want to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark infested, friends. 99-cent store. Welcome to the swimming pool. You're not only our financial fitness, make sure we can weather a storm, and then jump back and allocate a little bit of money back into these markets when everybody's running for the exits. That's when we should be running in. That's why I'll be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless. I'll see you on the next video.